Hello guys, Marie here. So today I'm gonna do a little art supply haul video because I recently purchased some stuff that I wanted to show you. Actually, some of the stuff I bought a few months ago and they have just been laying around ever since because I knew I wanted to make a haul video, but I didn't want to use the stuff before I made the video, so let's do this so I can finally use the stuff that I bought. Also, I bought all of these things myself to use in future videos or just because I wanted or needed it, so let's go! So the first thing is mixing cups, because you can't have too many of those. The ones I already have has been discolored or stained or dirty and I can't really get them clean anymore, so I really needed some new ones. So I got a cheaper one in plastic because it has a lot of these different mixing areas, which I think is very neat. And I also got one in porcelain because it just looks pretty, I think. And it makes some really lovely sound. So I've been watching a lot of ASMR videos lately because it just makes me relax and breathe. I'm watching gentle whispering ASMR with Maria and she is just the ASMR goddess. I feel really inspired to make an ASMR video myself. Sometimes when I'm opening these art boxes and I'm just playing around with the art supplies because that's what I like to do, some of the stuff makes really awesome sound. Yeah, I really want to try to make an art supply ASMR video sometime. Maybe I just do it for myself or maybe I share it with you guys, I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you are into ASMR and haven't seen Maria's channel, Gentle Whispering ASMR, I highly recommend you to check it out. So I don't know how we got into ASMR in an art supply haul video. Let's continue. So the next supply is a circle template. I'm tired of running out to the kitchen all the time to get a plate or a bowl to use as guide when I'm drawing circles for like backgrounds and such when I'm drawing. They actually seem a little smaller than I first expected, and I know that there are these things with like a little point at one end and a pencil at the other end, and you like drag it around and make a circle. And I was actually thinking of using these, but the problem is that they have this little point at one end and I don't want to poke a hole in my drawing, so that's why I'm not using those. So I thought that this would become very handy instead. I'm hoping I'm not getting too shiny. It is quite hot outside today and I'm having a lot of lights on, so I'm like boiling right now. Whew. Next I have ballpoint pens from Bic, and these are round sticks, size M or medium. I'm doing a lot of drawings and sketching in ballpoint pens, and it is actually quite hard to find a good pen with a good ink flow that doesn't leave a lot of ink blobs on the paper. So I saw someone use these in a video sketching with them and I thought that they looked really nice, so I bought a few of them, and this is actually the least amount of pens that I could get from that shop that I ordered them from. So now I have a few to use. Some masking tape or washi tape, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna use these for because when I ordered them I actually thought that they would be larger so I could use them for taping down paper when doing watercolor paintings and such, so I can't really use them for that, so I will probably just use them for taping packages and stuff. And these I thought would be fun to try out in a video actually, because these are metallic gel crayons. I've never ever heard of gel crayons before, so I thought it would be fun to try out. And I can imagine them being like very soft crayons, like oil pastel crayons kind of, but I have no idea, so if you have tried them, please let me know. Extra smooth Bristol board from Winsor & Newton, And this one I thought I would try with watercolors because I really like the look of watercolors on smooth paper, especially Bristol Board. It almost looks like markers kind of in the texture. The Bristol Board I am currently using with watercolors is from Fabriano and it is really good, but there are only a few sheets left in the pad, so I thought it would be fun to try something new, to try out different alternatives. I'm also gonna try this paper with markers because I'm also using Bristol Board when I'm using markers, so I'm gonna see if this one is as good as the one I'm currently using from Daler Rowney. Watercolor paper from Sense, and this is super cheap paper, and the reason I bought this one is that I want to make more bookmarks. I don't know if you've ever seen my cat bookmark tutorial video, it is super old, but what I basically do is to make a little tiny painting and then I cut it out and laminate them and turn them into bookmarks or whatever you want to use them for. And since you're cutting the paper and cover it in plastic, I don't want to use super expensive or super thick watercolor paper, so I bought something that is fairly cheap so I don't feel like I'm wasting a lot of expensive material. And then we have something that I believe can be very helpful for me at least. So these are the Body-Kun, and sorry if I pronounced that totally wrong. The X sets, the gray versions, these are like little dolls that you can pose in any way you like and use them as reference when you're drawing people. And I got both the male version and the female version because there are slightly variations in the anatomy, like boobs and such, and I like to learn to draw both. So there are these little stands that you can place the figures on and arrange them and pose them in any way you like, and then you can just draw them directly from that or take a photo of them and trace the shapes from the photo. Sometimes it is easier to draw from a 2D object like a photo that isn't moving than from real life where the light can change and the angles and so on. And there are also a lot of different hands in different poses that you can switch out and some cute little accessories, so there are a bunch of different things coming with these sets. And the reason I bought these two is that I really want to become better at drawing people, like the full body in different interesting poses. So instead of going to Google and search for reference photos, I can just use these instead and post them in any way I like. So I think that these will become very helpful, so I'm super excited about these ones. And next we have shrink plastic, and I wanted to try this for so long now, and when I saw Bailey J using these in a video, I finally ordered some for myself to play around with. So shrink plastic is basically plastic sheets that you can draw on, and then you cut them out and then you bake them in your oven and they will shrink and become much thicker. So you can use them for making jewelries or keychains or magnets or whatever. I saw Bailey use them for making a puzzle, which I thought was pretty cool, so you can make a lot of things with these ones. I always made this whistling sound when I'm saying shrink, 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 shrink. So I got the package with matte black sheets and I got matte transparent sheets. I also have clear transparents on its way, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I will have 3 different kinds of these plastic sheets to play around with, and I'm still debating if I should use these in a video or not, so please let me know if you want to see me use them, or else I will just play around with them myself for fun. A little round figure punch, and I thought I used this for the shrink plastic. If I wanted to add like a keychain or something, I can just punch a hole with this one before baking it, and I hope this will be of a good size because I have no idea how much the plastic will actually shrink when baking it, so I don't know how big the hole will be after baking the plastic, so or else I will use it for something else. A few Posca pens, and I thought I would use these for the black shrink plastic because these are quite opaque and works really good on black surface or dark surface. I have no idea if these will work on shrink plastic or not, but now looking at it, it actually looks like they are using some sort of chalk markers or Posca looking pens, so these might actually work, and if they doesn't work I will just use them for something else because I love Posca pens. And these are not all the colors that I have, these are just the new ones. I also have blue, pink, purple, white and black, so now I will have a really good range of colors. And these are the PC3M pens with a 0.9 to 1.3mm pen nib. So that is all for today. Now I'm gonna take an ice bath before I completely melt. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like watching art supply haul videos myself because I can get some ideas and inspiration for new, interesting, fun art materials and supplies to try out myself. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel and all that fancy stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Keep drawing, my happy cats. Bye!